Hello dear students, today we will start chapter 2 from the book Hornbill. The name of the chapter is We Are Not Afraid to Die If We Can All Be Together by Gordon Cook and Alan E. So this story, We Are Not Afraid to Die If We Can All Be Together, as the title suggests, is the story of extreme courage. Extreme courage of a 37-year-old businessman who is also the narrator of this story. The narrator and his wife, they both dream of a voyage, a sea journey around the world on their ship Wave Walker. And the whole family, in the family, husband, wife and their two children, they all started sailing from Plymouth, England in July 1976. Initially, their journey was fine. It was pleasant, without any hardship, without any difficulty. But later, when they have crossed 105,000 kilometers journey, then they face strong winds, storm and high waves. Their ship was wrecked and a lot of difficulties. But in spite of these adversities, they all survived till the end because of the faith and support of one another. So before starting the story, as this whole story is about a voyage, we should know about parts of a ship. So there are various parts of a ship with the name. You will find a number of these names in the story. So better you can refer the name with these picture. So can you see this picture? In this picture, here is Captain James Cook. Captain James Cook was a very popular English explorer of 18th century. He made a round the world voyage some 200 years ago, and which made him very popular at his time all over the world. So in this chapter, the narrator narrates in July 1976, mark this date. He says, my wife Mary, son Jonathan, who was 6 years old, daughter Suzanne, who was 7 years old, and I, the narrator. They all set sail from Plymouth, England. Plymouth is a coastal area in England, to duplicate the round the world voyage. Duplicate means copy. So they wanted to copy the round the world voyage made 200 years earlier by Captain James Cook. This Captain James Cook, the journey which he made some 200 years ago, now this couple, Mary and the narrator, they wanted to repeat the same journey. Because the couple, for the longest time, the couple, Mary and narrator says, Mary and I both are adventurous, and they, for the longest time, they dreamt of sailing in the wake of the famous explorer. Now let's see who's narrator. He describes himself saying, I, a 37-year-old businessman. So if you are asked who's the narrator of this story, you will say the narrator of this story is a 37-year-old businessman. So they both dreamt of sailing in the wake of the famous explorer, and for the past 16 years we had spent all our leisure time honing our seafaring skills in British waters. So as they dreamt of this exploring this sea journey, so for 16 years, 16 years is a long time, is a long period. So for this period, all their free time, leisure, all their free time, they spent on honing, sharpening or improving their seafaring skills to learn about sea travel, to make themselves perfect in sea travel in British waters wherever they could find. The narrator further narrates, our boat, Wave Walker, a 23-meter long, 30-ton wooden hulled. Beauty had been professionally built. So he says that they got a boat built for this voyage, and they named this boat Wave Walker, which was a 23-meter long, and the weight was 30 ton, and it was having a wooden body which was watertight and had been professionally built. So it was perfect for this journey. Here is one illustrious picture of Wave Walker. Then he says, we had spent months fitting it out and testing it in the roughest weather we could find. So the narrator and his wife, they had spent months testing this boat even in the roughest weather. The first leg of our planned 3-year. So their journey was a 3-year journey. And the first leg, the first part of this journey was fine. He says some 105,000 kilometer journey passed pleasantly, without any difficulty, without any issue, as we sailed down the west coast of Africa to Cape Town. There, before heading east, we took on 2 crewmen. So as they knew that they were going to reach to a very roughest point of this journey, so they hired 2 professionals also, 2 crewmen also, and one of them was an American Larry Vigil and another was a Swiss Irv Ziegler. So these 2 crewmen to help them to tackle one of the world's roughest seas, the Southern Indian Ocean. Here is the picture of this world map, so that you can mark their journey from where they started and then where they headed.